I'll be happy to answer any questions that you can. I was very pleased with our first two padded practices, and obviously still some things we need to clean up.
Coach, can you just touch on the importance of practicing situational football here in camp?
Well, there's so many situations, and there's so little time to work on them. We try to jam a lot of them into every practice, whether it be as shorts or pads. Today we covered a couple of them that only come up once in a while, but we are trying to teach everybody the situation, to have respect for it, and when it arises, hopefully we're prepared for it.
How long has Ian been in the discussion at right tackle, and was that something that just kind of emerged the last couple days?
Well, he's been working in there. Versatility is a key at that position. When you're an offensive lineman, you can only have so many guys active on game day, so you need your 6th and 7th offensive linemen to be able to play multiple positions. And Ian is one of those guys that's a candidate to play guard or tackle.
You've seen all the top receivers in the league the last 9-10 years. How close do you think Amari is to joining that elite group, I guess, if that's a word you use?
Well, I think he's what he's done his first couple of years in the league, first 3 years, has not been done by very many people. Hopefully we can put an offense in that he can play in for 4 or 5 or 6 years like most of the great players have a chance to do. I think continuity is important, not only for quarterbacks and football players at other positions, but also wide receiver. So I think he's got all the stuff you're looking for. He's got rare size. He came in here at 223 pounds, got very good speed, and he's elusive, he's smart, he's a great competitor, and he's really a good kid.
Over the dog days of training camp, I'm sure there's certain guys on this roster that you want to take care of, especially those older guys. Has that started at all yet today?
Yeah, we have a plan for everybody. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. If we take the edge off of somebody, it's a great opportunity for somebody else to take this script and run with it. And I saw some guys do that today. But we are going to be very aware of all the reps, of all the players, and we're going to take the veteran player into consideration during training camp.
There are times when the veteran comes to a new team and maybe hesitant to kind of step forward and take on an active voice. I got to believe that's not the case with Jordy. What's he like in the meeting rooms? Is he still in that kind of sit and sponge up mode?
Yeah,
or
he's just a class act. He's I wouldn't say he's got a lot of bravado, and he's not a guy to raise his hand and he's not real flamboyant, but he is polished. He's a pro. He's helpful to all those guys. I think Coop would tell you that. I think all of our young receivers would tell you his presence in there, his experience in the slot, at split end, at flanker, in big games, with a quarterback like A-Rod that can make awkward throws from any platform is a great tool. It's a great resource, and he's been sharing that with our guys, and I'm really appreciative of that. And I think we're getting that in a lot of our meeting rooms.
How's Connor Cook looking?
Getting better a lot. I think he's doing better. He really is. I think he's taken to the offense. He's showing more and more command. He and EJ are in a real battle, and that's a good thing. They've made progress since we started here in April.
A couple weeks for Gary on, and are you concerned at all, based on how last season went for him, that some things might linger longer than you'd like?
I don't know if concerned is the word. I think disappointed is the word. He comes out and start training camp. He's in superb shape. He makes a great play, and he gets a setback. And hopefully he comes back sooner than later. But disappointed is the big word, I think. And his heart is broken. He's put a lot into this, and he knows he's got to stay healthy and get out there for us because we need him.
Can you confirm it'll be a couple weeks? Is that the expectation for him?
Yeah, I don't have a time frame. I would think that would be a fair assessment, yes.
Alexander hasn't reported. Why hasn't he shown up?
I'll let Reggie handle the exact nature of that. I believe we're going to move on. I believe he'll be addressed by Reggie here either today or tomorrow.
How impressive have you been with just Colt Miller weekend or so?
Man, I really have. I think the best guy to ask is Bruce Irvin. We've really encouraged Bruce to give him your best stuff on occasion. And we've asked Paul Gunther to give us some tough looks. And we've asked Derek Carr to change the protection at the last second and see if he can handle the physical and mental part of it. We've turned up the noise already. Some of this music I don't even like. I'm listening to that, trying to distract him. But, he even had to stand up and sing last night in front of his teammates. We're trying every way we can to, get him to buckle under the pressure. But he has responded, and When I met his mom yesterday, I can see why. He comes from great stock, and he's got a huge upside.
You had mentioned the versatility factor with the line. Is that why Brandon's getting some reps over on the left side now, too?
Yeah. Well, we like what Sharp has done. You know, we weren't real happy when we got here. We had a lot of the linemen were overweight, heavy, and Sharp came back, lost a lot of weight. He's 338 pounds, and he's a contender at right tackle. He has the size and the thump and the mass and the potential to be a really good right tackle, but he's not right now. But he sure has an upside, and he and Giacomini are taking reps over there. And while Donald Penn is out, Colton needs a break, and right now Brandon's a guy that is in the mix.
Did you get those guys in shape here? Did they do a lot of stuff on their own?
You know, Tom Shaw has done a great job, and his staff. And these guys had to go home for a month. We're not allowed to talk to these guys. I don't even know if you're allowed to email these guys or Snapchat them either. So I think they showed some real effort in getting it done on their own, and I appreciate that.
You guys are down a couple of running backs right now. Do you expect to have either Warren or Richard back soon?
I think Richard will be back. He probably would have practiced today, but he had a calf strain. I really like him a lot. Chris Warren knows he's got to get out there. We had a young back from Iowa come in today and do a couple nice things in the 9-on-7 drill. So hopefully both guys will be back on Wednesday.
What do you think of that back? Just getting here yesterday and then showing up here today and being able to put in some work after not being here since rookie minicamp?
Yeah, it was tough. I think he got a good running back coach. I think he probably told him what to do on a few of the plays. But that's what you have to do. Every year there's surprises in every camp, and we'll see what happens.
Olsen was saying, Greg Olsen was saying that there's a lot of guys that look great in shorts. Come the days in pads, they don't look the same. And what he's looking for is the guys that look as good or better in pads than they did in shorts. Is there anybody that you can think of that really that embodies that for you?
Yeah, we've only had 2 days of pads, but Marshawn Lynch is what is advertised. You know, he's pretty good in pads. The pads are where the big guys show up. I think Justin Ellis's game is a lot different in pads than it is in shorts. But I'm impressed with Tyre Whitehead. I'm really encouraged with our linebackers. Markel Lee. I think Derek Johnson's leadership is another big story here in this camp. And we've seen some of our young backers really pick it up. Morrow's having a good camp also.
You mentioned Jelly. It looks like he's getting a nice little push-up in there. Is he a guy that maybe doesn't necessarily have to get to the quarterback but can change that pocket a lot with that push-up that he's getting?
Well, we've had so many different offenses and defenses here the last 10 years. You know, they keep changing coaches and changing coordinators and changing schemes. And, when you're running a 3-man line, you need a nose tackle. You need a mammoth, big, space-eating nose tackle. And Justin Ellis has really become that kind of player. Now in the 4-3, we like some more penetration and more push in the pocket, and he can do that. He did that in college, and he's doing that now. And Ataba Rubin is a big guy. And we got 2 guys in the bullpen. I'm anxious to see P.J. Hall and Vander Does. I hope we get them back out on Wednesday or Thursday. It's about time.
Is your kicking competition getting sorted out at all here? Does that have to wait for games?
He's going to have to wait for games. I think we're charting everything. I get tired of looking at all the charts. Hang time, kickoffs, get off time, accuracy, right hash, left hash, length of kicks, positioning the ball, targeting the ball on kickoffs. We're looking at everything, and they're both talented guys, and they're both good people. But the kid from Florida has a strong leg, and he's going to have to beat out a good veteran to get this job.
Hayden McNick talked about you had so much attention of you coming back here. Now that you're a week in, how much fun are you having personally?
I feel like I never left now. I feel like when you get in 7-8 days into training camp, the nostalgia of everything's over now. We got to do something with this opportunity, and it's really great to be back and see the fans at practice. But I like this team. I like where we're going. We obviously have some issues that we need to get solved.
2 more questions, guys. First impressions of Worley and Nick Nelson.
We're really happy with Nick Nelson. Haven't seen Nick. We never got to see him do anything in Alameda because he was still rehabbing the injury. But he has playing strength, and he has good size. And I think he's going to be a versatile guy that can compete for that nickel job. T.J. Carey was a good player for us. We need somebody that has some physical substance to him that can go in there and take on blocks, blitz, cover the slot, handle the tight end. He gives us some versatility. And I forgot the other guy you were talking about. Worley? He's moving up on our depth chart. He's a savvy guy. I think he's put what happened to him behind. I think he's focused now. And I credit Derek Ansley and Paul Gunther. The scheme, I think, suits these guys quite well.
Aitman made a nice jump.
I like
Jumping
Aitman.
catch
Do you
along
like
the
Aitman?
sideline.
Aitman makes plays every day.
Is that the kind of play that?
Well, what was most impressive about that play is Carr saw him. It was man-to-man. We had a different play called. He saw Marcel in press coverage, and he changed the play. And he went to him. He knew he had press coverage. He liked the matchup. That's rare where a veteran quarterback calls a rookie's number with the media here. So the kid makes a play 3 days in a row. He's gotten behind people and adjusted on the back shoulders. So that's why we brought him here. He did it at Oklahoma State, too.